City Garden, nơi mà công ty Fedic vừa thực hiện một dự án cải tạo cho căn hộ. Và đây chính là chủ căn hộ của chúng ta, là anh Peter, người Singapore. Sau khi đã có trải qua một dự án dài đối với công ty Fedic, thì hôm nay anh Peter sẽ chia sẻ những điều mình nghĩ về quá trình làm việc như thế nào. Thì mọi người cùng lắng nghe anh Peter nhé. Hello, Mr. Peter. How long have you been in Vietnam?
Oh, I've been staying here for the past 2.5 years. Long story, because it's like when I first came to Vietnam, it's basically for holidays, and that was before COVID started. And then after staying for a week, the country locked down. So which means that I've decided that I can't go anywhere, and my family is here. So I've decided that okay, if that's the case, I can't leave the country. So I've decided to stay here, and I thought that maybe it's only 1 month the lockdown. But then continuously, I've been staying here for the past 2 years, and then I've decided that I've asked my company for a transfer, so I decided to live in Vietnam, so now I'm working in Vietnam.
So how did you come across Fedic company?
Oh, okay. So basically, I think that I came across the Fedic's company from a Facebook sponsor ad. So because while looking into companies that can help me to do some kind of interior design, so I think that basically the sponsor ad just pop up from there. So of course, throughout the process, I've seen many of the interior design company.
So what are some tips or advices that can you give to our customers that are choosing a design company, a renovation company?
The first consideration is honesty. And through my experience, which I've already renovated a few of my homes, the first experience that I came across when I looked for the interior design company was the designer came to my house, and without even measuring the dimensions or the requirement on what I need, he just basically quoted me a price. So I guess it's like a lot of interior design company, basically everybody needs to make a living, but you cannot just give me a price without even knowing the detail what I want and the size of the dimensions of the house. And how can you give a quotation without even doing a detail? So I guess basically while looking for a suitable interior design company, it has to be honest. Everybody needs to make money, but you have to come with a realistic number of how much I need to spend to do my home. Second consideration is communication. And I think, as you guess, that I'm a foreigner living in Vietnam, communications between the clients and the interior design company is very important. And I know that most companies, maybe the staff do not speak English. But then of course you have to find somebody who can speak English so that they can understand on what the clients need. And a lot of time, basically, whether your contact person from the interior design company, whether they are a salesperson or maybe they are the designer, basically they need to understand what the customer needs, which is me, what I need. So the communication between the client, myself, and the interior design company is very important. Because if the communication breaks down, whatever that you design, the client will have my own requirements. And if the salesperson do not understand English, because he has to go back and brief the designer, so there will be a communication breakdown on basically what the clients require. So ended up, you might not get what you want based on the briefing. Third is, I should say that speed and timely. So which means that when I worked with Fedic, I found that the response on my request is between 24 hours, which means that I treasure the speed that the contact person for Fedic that reply to what I need immediately within 24 hours, which is very important because I do not like that it will take a few days to reply to whatever that I need to change. Because time to me is very important, as well as maybe to a lot of customers. Because sometimes you have a time period that you need to do a renovation. For example, you need to move in between a month. And if it takes too long, you have no place to stay. Like for me, I gave the time like a month for Fedic to complete, and they managed to complete everything, the project, within the time given. So I guess it's like speed and timely completing the renovation is very important. And lastly, and I guess is the professionalism. And as you can see in my home later on from the videos, that I'm very satisfied with the service provided and also the design provided by Fedic. Because professionalism is very important in terms of they know what they do, and as well as not only the designer, is also the worker from the factory. Because I observe them do day and night tirelessly to complete the project. So I guess is that professionalism given by the company, the interior design company that you chose, is very important.
The old condition of your apartment was very good, so why did you choose to renovate it?
Oh, before that, as you can see, my previous home is basically a closed kitchen. So I decided to change it to an open concept kitchen, so that basically the kitchen will be brighter, as you can see from the balcony. Then it will look brighter to shine into the kitchen. And as well as sometimes I can just work from the island table, and as well as the next is very close to the dining area. So this area will totally, if it's open up, it will look bigger because my apartment is not that big. So with the open concept kitchen, the whole space will look brighter and more spacious. Thank you.